Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brandon Friesen and welcome back to First Strike, hosted by myself and Shane Wall.
How's it going, everybody? Thanks for coming out.
Tonight we have an awesome podcast lined up for you guys. We have some really cool stories we have to tell about the store this week, which I think you guys are going to like.
Heck yeah.
We have the segments from last week, which we're going to be repeating, because you guys seem to enjoy them, so we're going to stick with what we had for now. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I want to thank everyone who came out to the premiere the Tuesday before last. Shane's mad at me because we skipped a Tuesday.
Well, we can. if you're saying we're doing it Tuesdays, I feel like we should actually do it on a Tuesday.
So yeah, here we are on Tuesday.
1 week late.
1 week late, doing the it's a Tuesday.
Typical Friesen Factor style, like you guys are used to.
Yeah, you say that, but they're all going to agree with you. Anyway, for those of you watching live. Anyway, so yeah, we hope you guys enjoy. And let's get this thing started. Shane is going to open us up with the news.
News! Alright, let me find it on my paper.
Good. Awesome.
Well, we're going to go back to this whole No Man's Sky BS that I called long before this podcast was a thing.
Or so Shane says.
There are so many people wanting refunds for this game. It's incredible.
Really?
Yeah, it's all over Steam, all over PS4. Everybody wants refunds for this game because they're not satisfied. So basically, if you bought this game and you've put even 50 hours into it, you can still get a refund for this thing. Because there's nothing to do. It's so boring.
Is it that bad?
It's that bad.
I knew it was like a 6 out of 10. I thought that's what it was being given.
Yeah, but it was hyped to be this 10 out of 10 masterpiece.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was going to be that boring.
Well, there's just not, there's nothing really to do. It's the same shit over and over again. They're reusing the same exact pixels, the same programming, the same, literally everything on every different planet, and they're claiming it's this amazing, undiscovered universe that'll take you, 50 million years to see everything, all that crap, but it's the same thing.
Unbelievable. I actually can't believe that. I didn't know people wanted I thought it was you bought it, you were disappointed with it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, whatever, it was okay.
No, there's a lot of people that are wanting refunds, and it's pretty crazy. I didn't expect the backlash to be that bad. I didn't think I was going to be that right. I'm usually always right.
Usually, yeah.
Usually always.
As the final
how
boss.
I like to do it.
Final boss, master of games. Shane is usually correct in everything
See,
he says.
even Quasi Dog had a refund for that. So
even viewers in the chat, unbelievable.
Yeah, check that out. All 7 of you. Right on.
I can't believe that.
Nintendo was in full troll formation today. Or yesterday? I don't know. Whatever. Yesterday, I think. Everybody was thinking we might find out something about the NX. There was a surprise announcement from Nintendo. And all it is Reggie showing off this new Galaxy 3DS. Everything is the same, but the 3DS backplate is a little bit looks like you're in space.
I heard you. I didn't watch it myself, but I heard you watching it in the store.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the hell are you watching?"
And they did a video for this thing.
I wonder if
there's nothing there.
No, I have to imagine Nintendo is just being really strategic in how they're going about this next thing. Because it's being released in March, and I don't think they're going to release anything for it until it actually comes out.
Maybe.
I think they might actually just keep it under wraps until the release date.
But they can't, because retailers are going to get this thing a few weeks before release, and it's going to get leaked all over the place anyway.
Well, sure, but that's a few weeks before. It's amazing that they'd keep it under wraps for that long.
But they still want to do all of the announcements and all that stuff beforehand. They're not going to wait for some random guy on Reddit to go.
I mean, maybe. Nintendo has been trying new things lately.
I don't know, but
they're an unpredictable company.
I mean, since we're talking about the NX anyway, there's been a bunch of new rumors on it. Basically, it's going to have a split D-pad. Basically, what that means is it's going to have a D-pad more like the PS4 than the 360. Nintendo's usually had their D-pad is one piece that goes on.
Yeah.
And it's all connected.
It's going to be like
everywhere.
Like a PS1 kind of deal.
Yeah.
That's what I think of.
So, I mean, I think it's good. I don't know. It doesn't seem that crazy to me, but people were getting really excited about it. It has a share button.
A share button?
Yeah. Like
to share on Facebook with my buds?
No, to share on the Nintendo network that nobody will ever use and it'll get shut down right away. We're going to move on. The dev kits that people have been getting have been 32 gigabyte hard drive space, which is a little disappointing. I don't know if that's what the final product is going to be, But knowing Nintendo, it wouldn't shock me.
I don't really know what should it have been.
Well, I mean...
Should it have been bigger? I don't know.
Yeah?
Yeah?
You want your NX to have 32 gigs of space?
Well, just for the dev kit, though, you said.
Yeah, but that's probably as close to a finished product as they have.
Okay, fair enough.
I'd be surprised if they went anything bigger. But who knows? Maybe. There's a lot of rumors that the tablet screen 3DS-ish thing that it's coming with is a 6.2-inch screen.
Was that confirmed?
Sort of. The person that reported it has done a lot of Nintendo rumors in the past, so they've been pretty accurate so far.
Okay.
So I would believe it.
Alright, so it's a reliable source then.
Yeah, very reliable. It's a 720p resolution, which is good enough for
Explain
a screen
that
of that size.
Does that work like the Wii U gamepad? Is it like a...
Well, yeah, because they always had this thing where it was sort of like a hybrid console. Like you can take it out and you can play it at home and all this stuff, so that'll be the take-out part.
Yeah.
So, there's that. Also, probably the biggest, not really rumor, it actually happened. Nintendo in Japan purchased a company called JustNet, which is Japan's biggest cloud networking company.
Oh.
So, that doesn't mean much for us out here, but it's going to show us what they're planning on doing and what they think is important. So, cloud-based storage or streaming is going to be a big deal for them.
For Nintendo.
So it would probably be something similar to the Vita and the PS4, how you can stream off of your PS4 through internet connectivity and play your PS4 from wherever you want if you have a Vita. So that's kind of neat, because you don't need a lot of processing power for that, so this handheld thing might not be super powerful by itself.
I would imagine not. Like, I wouldn't imagine it's like a 3DS in itself.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of neat. I like that they purchased that company. That's interesting, for sure. The other thing is EA has not confirmed that they're doing anything with the NX.
At all?
At all. They have not mentioned it one time. They've been asked about it. They don't say anything about it, so...
Maybe they're also just keeping it under wraps, though. Because Nintendo, again, hasn't said anything.
Well, but they have. Like, Ubisoft has said they do have their dev kits. They're ready to go. Square Enix has said the same thing. Actually, Kingdom Hearts 3 just showed up on the EB Games Australia website. Which, a lot of things get leaked through EB Games France and EB Games Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, which, it's been announced for PS4 and Xbox One and everything.
Yeah.
But... yeah, so it's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's about all I have for the NX rumors. Other news, not that it's really that important or cool, but...
Shane had a baby! Oh, no, was that not it?
Was it? No, that was on the other one, right?
That was another one. You said not important or cool, though, so... that I had to throw it in.
The Tennessee Titans, it's an NFL football team. They spend a lot of time playing Super Smash Bros. On the 64.
Really?
Yeah. We're talking 4 to 6 hours a day. Numerous players on that NFL pro football team is playing Super Smash Bros. On 64.
4 to 6 hours a day?
Yeah.
And on the 64, too.
That's what surprised me, on the 64.
That's a weird one to go play.
I know, I couldn't believe it. So that means these $1 million players... are spending their time playing Super Smash Bros. On 64, which is pretty awesome.
No, I like the thought of that. I don't even watch football, but that compels me to watch football.
For the Tennessee Titans.
Just to think that, hey, after this game, you're all going to go play Smash Bros. For a couple hours.
Yeah, well, they suck, usually, so they probably just want to get back to the locker room to play.
Yeah, exactly. They don't even like what they do anymore.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Another neat thing I saw on Twitter, there's a guy named Frank Cifaldi. If nobody follows him, which I doubt you guys do, you have to follow this guy. He is the best journalist for retro games and unreleased games and stuff you've never seen before, never heard of before. And he's awesome. He's run a website called lostlevels.org, I believe. And basically what he likes to do is buy unreleased NES games and put them out there for anybody to download to play on an emulator and stuff like that.
How does he get a hold of them? That's crazy.
He buys them. Like, people have them for sale, and he buys them and just dumps them right away.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's awesome. I've been following him for a while. He's had a couple other podcasts. He's a great guy, but he recently tweeted a picture when he was at Acclaim Studios. You've heard of Acclaim, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had, like, when they were getting shut down, they had a huge auction for all their stuff. And there's this really rare game called Turok.
A Turok game. Whoa.
Yeah, it's Turok 2, I think. I could be wrong here.
Turok 2.
But it's the gray cartridge and not the black cartridge.
Oh, like the one you had to...
Yeah, the one where
N64.
on the black cartridge they had problems with the initial run, so
Yes,
if you
would
mailed
send
that
it into
away,
Nintendo.
they would send you a gray one, and this one goes for a few $100, sometimes more.
Yeah.
Basically, he posted a box, like this big, filled of these gray cartridges that somebody bought, and we're talking probably 100 carts.
Oh.
So somebody owns 100 carts of these and is probably overinflating the price of these because he's not selling them. So it's pretty crazy, but that was cool. There was all sorts of other things he was posting about it too. It was really neat, and if you're into collecting rare and expensive stuff, that's definitely very interesting.
I'm not hugely tapped into all the older consoles, but like I love the N64, so I try and keep up to date. I say up to date, up to back then, with what it was.
Yeah.
I recently found out about the whole Turok thing, but that is one of the rarest things to get on the N64.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yep,
It's in the top 5.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the holy grails. So that's about all I have for the news. Oh, the PS4 Slim got leaked and rumored, and it looks like that's a sure thing. It kind of looks ugly, but everybody expected it anyway, so it's not a big deal.
They'd make a slim version for every console.
Yeah.
And I don't like any of them. Ever.
I don't know, that PS2 Slim's kind of nice.
I don't like the PS2 Slim.
No?
I hate that thing.
It's so small and cute.
It's too small. I feel like I
It
could
is.
pick my teeth with it. I don't like it.
You could. I mean, I guess it has 4 built-in toothpicks, really.
I bet you liked the PS4 Slim leak that you saw.
Like, it looked okay, but
I just have a memory of you like freaking out over it a little bit.
Well, I couldn't believe how small they could get it.
Oh, is that
That's
what
what
it
it
was?
is. 'Cause
Okay.
the PS4 is already, if you watch on like videos where they take it apart and you look at it, like that thing size comparison to the Xbox One is insane.
Is it that much smaller?
Yeah.
Because the one is a little smaller than the 360.
No, bigger.
Is it bigger than the 360?
Yeah.
Oh. What's
Like
now?
the fat 360, it's bigger than that. It's a big.
Like the original Xbox
Yeah.
size? Is it like around there?
No, it's bigger than that.
Bigger than the original Xbox?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big beast.
I didn't realize that. See, but I like that.
And the power supply is outside of it. They still have that big box when you plug it in.
Oh, they should put it like the N64
And the PS4
kind of thing?
one is literally inside the unit still. And they made it look that nice and small and whatever. And they made a way to get it even smaller yet. So, I don't know.
I mean, there is a reason everybody wants a PS4 over an Xbox One. Like, almost across the board.
Yeah.
Either way, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, Quasi Dog's got some other things here. A lot of people aren't receiving their Battlefield 1 early access codes. I guess a lot of people are hyped for that game because it's returning to World War 1.
Yeah, I heard about that. I like the concept of it. I think that could be a fun game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play it. I don't really care for it. I'm not a big Call of Duty Battlefield guy anyway.
It's what Shane said about Zelda, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, there's also now you can buy PlayStation PC controllers, or you can play it on your PC officially and all that. But you can do that anyway through Bluetooth and whatever, so it's not a big deal.
oh, but now it's like an official.
Yeah, no, it's an official thing. But that's all I got for news.
Yeah, if anybody else has anything else they want to say, feel free to join the discussion in the chat. And, give your own opinions on what you think about what we mentioned, and bring up other things that you think are interesting that have happened throughout the week. But while you do that, me and Shane are going to move on to the next segment. This is the new store trades and stories we had in the shop over the past week. And let me tell you, we got some pretty cool ones. Shane wants to open it up.
We're definitely going to save the best one for last. I'm going to try to go in order of interest that I think they'd be. We got a bunch of awesome GameCube games in. Not too big a deal.
I think it's a big deal. I was whining to Shane that he didn't have enough.
Oh, man.
I always whine to Shane that he doesn't have enough
Yeah.
GameCube titles in.
So this has been my daily routine for the last week and a half. I go to bed, my wife is feeding my newly born son, and I sit on my phone on eBay and I'm buying GameCube games. And every time I buy one, I send Brandon a message.
And I love him for it. I love him
So I've been
much.
doing that every night for a week and a half now. So if you've been looking on eBay for games and they all of a sudden disappear, that's because of me.
I'm impressed that he got the ones he did. Like, he's got Coliseum in, there's 2 Star Fox games for the GameCube. Like, you have 4 copies of Melee now. You got some Wind Wakers coming in, Twilight Princess, Tales of Symphonia, Sonic Riders, Adventure 2 Battle, Sonic DX. He's got a bunch of games in, like, some of the biggest titles for the GameCube, so if you're ever in the store, be sure to check it out. And don't buy them, because I'm going to buy them.
Yeah, a couple of them sold already, so that's good. We got 2 Tiger LCD games. I don't know if you're familiar with that stuff.
No, I'm not familiar.
Basically, they're very early, basic, like more basic than Game Boy games. They're just handheld things, only one game. Some of them can have quite a lot of value. These ones aren't too crazy. They got a little bit, but...
Oh, those are the 2 $40 priced handhelds?
One's 40, one's 20, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of neat. You don't see a lot of them anymore. A lot of them stopped working at this point. We got a Wii U in, so that's kind of neat. Maybe we'll do some Mario Maker streams.
That's something we've talked about.
Maybe.
Yeah, live streaming on the channel is eventually going to happen. We'll plan that out in a future date. I know that's something most of you people will be interested in.
Yeah, we should really do that. That would be good. We had a guy come in today, just a complete whack job. I don't even understand. And I only find this out later, but he had this exact conversation with Kyle, who runs the business board shop, which is right next to mine. We're in the same building. He's right there. So we had the same topic of conversation with Kyle, and then he also came into my shop and said the same thing here. He comes in, and he leans over the counter like this. He's like, hey, you know what a werewolf is? Like, yeah. Like, do you know what a werebear is?
I bet I can take a guess.
A werebear? Really? Like, yeah, man, for sure. It's like, oh, yeah. Well, I'm the alpha werebear leader in Skyrim in my game. It takes a lot of my time. It's a lot of work. Got to make sure I protect everybody. And
is he out of breath when he came in?
well, yeah, like it was. I don't understand this guy, and he just keeps asking me so many questions, and I don't want to talk to him. I'm busy on the computer. I'm checking emails I don't have. I'm writing conversations I don't have. I'm doing anything. And he's still asking me questions. I just started saying no to every one of them. He's like, you ever played GoldenEye? No. You ever heard of Perfect Dark? No. Mario 64? No.
Don't know what that is.
No. I don't know.
Not
Whatever.
familiar with that title.
Yeah, just not a complete whack job. Just the weirdest guy that's ever come in. He's came in a couple other times, but not for a long time. He's just, man. And he talked to the skateboard guy about
With the same conversation.
It's the exact same conversation, which makes no sense.
I want to bet that's his icebreaker. Everywhere he goes, job interview, he's like, so what makes you qualify for the job?
Well, I'm leader of the werebear family in Skyrim.
Do you know what a werebear is? No, man.
It just sounds like a knockoff of Care Bears that China got.
Werebear stare. If there's anything I admire Shane most for, it's that he can deal with some pretty awkward people. I mean, his way of dealing with them is just kind of nodding and being, yeah, right? But he still does it. I'd want to punch them all in the throat.
You have to, as owner of this. It's ridiculous.
But some ridiculous people come in here, and it's hilarious to watch.
We also got some awesome t-shirts in for the podcast. If Brandon wants to model them right now.
There you go. For those of you watching live, you can see it.
Yeah,
Shane
so we
has
got-
one as well.
Yeah, we got those for sale. If you don't live around here, we can ship them out to you as well. They're $4.99.99. Free shipping, though. No tax.
Yeah, so that's...
No tax.
We believe in fair pricing for our customers.
Yeah. We got that, and probably the best story we had on Thursday, I believe. A customer came in here saying he had a bunch of stuff stolen from his house. 2 PS4 consoles, one was the Star Wars edition, 3 controllers, a Star Wars controller, a Doom controller, Or it was that, like if you pre-ordered Doom from Walmart, you got those decals to put on your controller that makes it look really cool.
Yeah,
And then he had a list of games and stuff. So, whatever he said, watch out, if this comes in, let me know, all that kind of stuff. So, 2 days later? Saturday?
Yeah, on the Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, Brandon's here hanging out. We're playing a game we'll talk about later. And this guy flops us all out on the counter, and it's a PS4 Star Wars with the Star Wars controller and the Doom controller.
The identical lot.
The exact same thing. So I know this is stolen at this point. So I walk over to the board shop.
Oh, let's not forget, when he brought it in, Shane was like, how much you want for this?
Oh yeah, he wanted like, $200?
He wanted $200 for this PS4 with these 3 controllers. And he asked, just mentioned, like, what do you want the money for? He wanted a bike.
Oh yeah, he wanted to buy a bike.
He wanted to buy a bike.
That's what it was. Yeah, he needed a bike. So, yeah. So I go into the board shop. I say I'm going to go grab an HDMI cord because the 40 that I have in the back don't work. I have to go to the front.
Yeah.
So I tell the owner of the board shop that the stolen stuff is here because we talked about it earlier. He went outside, called the cops. So I went back in there and basically stalled for about 10-15 minutes, trying literally everything. Like, I booted it up. I saw the owner's name. Like, this guy didn't even wipe this PS4.
Yeah.
The owner's name was literally on the profile screen.
I think he made no effort whatsoever.
No, none at all. So I go to the router, I get the Wi-Fi password, I try the headphone ports on both of the controllers, I boot the game up, I check for an update, I download an update. I'm just making this take as long as possible before I give this guy any money, because I don't want to give him money, and chances are he's got a weapon of some sort, like a knife or whatever, something. So
possible.
So Kyle had locked the door to the entrance, because this guy had a buddy outside that was trying to get in, that we found out later.
Yeah, we weren't even aware of that
But it
during
was locked. So, yeah, eventually the cop shows up, and this is the best part. He walks in, and he immediately recognizes the guy trying to sell it to me. He's like, oh, hey, Tyler.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
It's like they were... during this whole process, I didn't even know what was happening. I was there when the guys came in and described the stolen stuff, but I was just hanging out on my phone while this trade was happening, so I thought this was just a guy bringing in some random PS4 for trade with Shane. I only found out that it was the stolen PS4 when the cop handcuffed the guy in front of me.
It took that long for you.
Yeah. Even when the cop came in and said, hey, Tyler, I was like, oh, he's here to buy some games.
In full uniform.
In full uniform. Here to buy, like,
Wait, did you order the stripper that day?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that was Kyle.
Oh, it was Kyle,
That was Kyle.
Yeah, so he handcuffed the guy, brought him out. He said, no, he didn't steal it. He just got it the other day. And the cop said, yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah, it's like, why do I not believe you? I got it from my buddy, and now I want to sell it for double my profit. I want to buy a bike.
Yeah, he just needs a bike. So if somebody can donate a bike for this guy, we're going to start a fund.
Just send it to prison, where he'll pick it up.
Yeah, why not? So, yeah, that's about what I got. We made a few renovations in the store. We got a bitch and claw machine in here.
Man, that thing's cool.
It's a massive, massive beast of a claw machine.
I don't know if it's on the shop Instagram. If it's not, we're going to put it there.
No, I don't think it is.
Then I'm putting it there, because that thing is a beauty. Shane also got his buddy to set up a really cool LED cabinet in the gaming section of the store where you can just hang out and play games. It's this glossy white cabinet which holds all of the good retro consoles we have in the shop. Also on the shop Instagram if you want to go follow us, #plug, which is really cool. Anything else that we renovated?
Nope.
Yeah, not to my knowledge.
That's it.
Anyway, that's going to be it for store trades, which is probably the coolest week we've had. That whole PS4 memory that's going to stick with me for life. Easily in my top favorite 3 things that have happened here.
Oh, I did forget one trade.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah!
Oh!
There it is.
Boom!
We got a Virtual Boy.
Yeah!
Which
VR at its finest.
Very stoked about. This thing is so much better than Oculus Rift and PlayStation VR.
Way ahead of its time.
This is the future. Yeah, I got a Virtual Boy, found a good deal on it, and I love this thing. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't know how much you played with it, actually, but...
I've probably spent an hour on it in total.
Okay. I mean, it's cool. You have no real way to play it, because you don't know the stand or anything.
Yeah, I had to order a stand, because it doesn't have one, so you gotta kind of like hunch over the counter and It's awkward for sure,
But it's really cool. Like,
but it'll still be awkward with a stand anyway.
who cares?
But it's
Worth
awesome.
it, yeah.
for sure.
Me or Shane have not seen one, as he describes, in the wild before, which is really cool. And you got it for a really good price, too.
I did, yeah. I lowballed the shit out of this guy, and I didn't even mean to. I thought, like, he wanted $50 for shipping. I thought that was included on the offer I gave him, and it wasn't. So, but he accepted anyway and shipped it here, and it works totally fine.
Yeah, so that's...
So I really don't want to sell it.
I don't want you to sell it either. Not to mention, I don't know, I'm not sure who'd actually buy it if you did try and sell it. In the store anyway, maybe not maybe online.
I think somebody will. I've had a few people asking about it. They're like, oh, I don't see a Virtual Boy here.
It's right there, buddy.
Like, yeah, suck it.
Yeah, bite me.
And I've got an eighth of the games already.
Yeah, because there's 16 available to
there's
us
16,
in America. Again, VR at its finest. But yeah,
I haven't felt any of the motion sickness that a lot of people say they get from it.
I've heard you have to play for a while.
And I did for a 45-minute period today.
Oh. Really?
Nothing. Yeah.
I thought it was... I heard it was around 3 hours is when people started.
Yeah, I played for about 3 hours today, and I did.
Sorry, I heard it was around 7 hours you have to play.
Yeah, I played for about 24 hours today.
Yeah. And how'd that go?
I didn't get any motion sickness. Like, I threw up like 4 times, but whatever. Who doesn't?
Yeah, that's just... I mean, you've had 6 beers already.
Is it 6?
You're at 6.
Oh, that's not bad.
To my knowledge. I'm all hyped up on Mountain Dew, too.
Doritos!
Whoa, 420.
Double XP.
Double bonus cast zone round. That's something we don't even get. Anyway, that's going to do it for Shop Trades and Stories this week. Again, it's been just a freaking crazy week. But we're going to move on to a segment we call Quickfire Reviews. This is a game for Shane. What's going to happen is I have a list of 15 games. I am going to just shout out to Shane. Totally assorted, unrelated. And Shane's going to review them in anywhere between a word and a sentence. So, are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's do this.
Boom. We're going to open it up with a game that's going to be a big topic today. The original Legend of Zelda.
Is the first Zelda I've ever played.
Boom. Just leave that there for everyone who's mad in the last podcast.
Yeah. What you got, comment section? Let's go.
What? Alright, let's move it to Resident Evil, the remake for the GameCube.
Oh, the scariest game I've ever played.
Really?
Heck yeah.
You put that over, like, Silent Hill?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Maybe I should try that one out.
That is only the second game where I was legitimately freaked out by it, but I was like 13 at the time or something, but whatever.
Fair enough.
Awesome.
Fair enough. Let's open up with Guitar Hero 3.
Is the easiest Guitar Hero.
I don't think you've played through the Fire and the Flames.
I have beat Fire and the Flames on Expert.
Beat?
Beat.
Like, what was your percentage after?
I think it was around 85.
On Expert?
On Expert.
How about 1?
Oh yeah, that's no problem.
But that's solo at the end. You can't...
Yeah, you can.
I need to see you play Guitar Hero. That's a game that'd be fun to stream. Although there's copyright all over that. Fallout 3.
Fallout 3 blew my mind that you could have that much content in a game.
Fair enough. BioShock Infinite.
Is the most overly produced game for such a shitty game that's ever been made.
For some reason I thought you were into that game.
No.
Oh, interesting. The original Portal.
Portal is... Like, if you could make a game that I should never play, it's Portal.
Really? Why?
Hate it.
Just because it's like a... kind of a strategy game?
It is equal to doing arts and crafts.
Oh, yeah. For those of you at home, Shane hates any form of arts and crafts.
I won't do it.
You won't do it?
I was in grade 1, we were doing arts, and I didn't do it. I didn't care. I took a 0. Teacher called my mom.
Who cares?
I didn't do it. I hated it.
You've just always hated it?
Always.
It's not even something that's like, wow.
No, I didn't have to learn to hate it. I just hate it.
That's how I feel about math. And,
math is good.
And science. Social studies. History. Most subjects. Gym. I hated gym.
Gym is the best.
Yeah, I'm the guy who hates gym because I can't catch. Shane can vouch for that. Alright, Fable the Lost Chapters.
I don't know what the difference between Lost Chapters and Fable is.
It's the... Okay, if I said Fable instead of Fable the Lost Chapters, it's the same thing. The Lost Chapters added more gameplay at the end.
Oh, once you beat the game.
And once you beat the game, there's more to
Oh,
do.
okay.
So you can just go
Well,
off
I've
the
never
original.
played Lost Chapters, so I can't.
Okay, well, Fable.
Fable was very impressive as an RPG on the Xbox, but it should have been on the PS2 as well.
Yeah, I could see Fable on the PS2. I think that'd be interesting. Batman Arkham Knight.
I played Batman at the same time I played Fallout 3, and Fallout 3 is way better. Batman sucks.
Wow, that's kind of harsh and a little biased, but okay.
And I played Batman first, and I still hated it.
Really?
But comic books suck. What's the point?
You don't like any
that
comic
whole
book?
comic book universe thing, I got no time for that.
Alright, remember when you pissed off every Zelda fan in the chat last time?
Yeah.
Get ready for that again.
Alright.
Just with, like, another half of that people. Sonic DX.
Sonic DX was a surprisingly good port by Sega. I was very impressed with it.
Yeah, that's an interesting opinion. From what I've heard, that's another one of just a bad Sonic game.
Nope, Sonic Adventure is good.
That's the Sonic DX.
It's the same thing.
Let's carry on with the Zelda and go to Zelda 2. The Adventure of Link.
Zelda 2, I have only played a little bit of, and it's very interesting. It's also not as forgiving as the first one was.
Not that the first one is forgiving.
Not that it is forgiving, but
It is definitely a lot less.
I don't mind it.
I've been enjoying it. Let's go with everyone's favorite in the franchise, Super Mario Kart.
Super Mario
Super
Kart
Mario Kart. The first one.
is overrated.
What? Never heard anybody say they love Super Mario Kart.
Overrated. What? A lot of people say that's the best one.
Is it even rated at all?
Yeah, it's overrated.
I never hear anyone talk about Super
There's a
Mario
guy in today that said that was the best Mario Kart.
Really?
Yeah,
Like the SNES, Super
Yes.
Mario Kart.
that one.
Oh, I'd like to have a talk with that guy. 64 was the best. Hashtag.
I would agree with that. The GameCube one sucked.
I would disagree with that, but I will still agree that 64 was the best. Alright, let's move forward and go Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime was the ballsiest thing Nintendo has done with one of their franchises. That turned out.
Yeah, that turned out. I was going to correct that for a second, but yeah, that turned out fine. Because that game got a lot of backlash when it first came out, because it was like a first-person Samus game.
And then it ends up being like
Just
one of
awesome.
the top 5 games of that genre.
Yeah.
Or that generation.
Like one of the best on the GameCube. Let's move on to Final Fantasy VII.
Is the most overrated Final Fantasy game.
Shane's opinion. I can't say anything. I've never played, well, any of them. Let's take it back a while to Balloon Fight.
Balloon Fight.
Balloon Fight.
Damn.
I thought I'd pick a real old one.
Balloon Fight is a game most people played for the first time on Animal Crossing.
It's true, because I did.
I knew you did. I knew you did.
I knew about the game beforehand, like, probably from Melee, because I got the Balloon Fight trophy. But yeah, I first played on Animal Crossing. But you gotta admit, that was a really cool touch that the game added. That you could play the NES games. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was a very neat feature, but they couldn't put Mario Brothers 1 or 3 in there? Really?
I think that's too much.
No.
I think that's putting too much. Like, that's literally putting, like, a game into a game. Balloon Fight is a game, but it's like it's not a game.
Oh, that's good.
I like it. And we'll end it with a game I like to think everybody's played. And it's like, I don't know. I enjoy it. Let's go with Crazy Taxi.
Yeah. Offspring. Crazy Taxi is the reason Offspring is famous.
What was their big song in that game?
I forget what it's called. It starts with yeah.
Oh, yeah, Self-Esteem. Is that it?
Yeah, it could be.
I think it's Self-Esteem.
Very good game. Another Dreamcast game. Wish that console did better.
The Dreamcast? Oh yeah, you're in love with the Dreamcast.
I love me some Sega.
I always thought, like, Crazy Taxi was on every console ever, because I feel like I would see it on every console. But it was on, like, 4.
Yeah, started with the Dreamcast and got ported once Sega went under.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's a great game. But that's going to do it for quickfire reviews. Thank you, Shane, for participating. Yeah. So we're going to move on to the meat and potatoes of the podcast. Our 3-topic discussion. If Shane wants to open up with either one he wants to start with.
I finally played a Zelda game.
He did! If you didn't pick up on that by now. We played through the entire first one, and it was really cool. It's a memory that's going to stick with me for a while.
Yes.
I brought a TV down to the shop and set it up on one of the counters. Shane emulated the game, which I'm a little mad about, but I'll take it. Yeah, and we both just simultaneously spent 8 hours one day playing through the original Zelda game. because Shane finally felt possessed enough to go and do it.
Yeah, I don't know what made me do it.
I think it was everyone who was mad at you.
It could be.
I think that pressured you.
And, I mean, I've always wanted to, but I've never... Like, I finally said no to Rocket League. I've never been able to do that before. I finally said no. And I have not turned on my PS4 in probably a week and a half.
Has it been that long?
I think so.
I'm a little proud. Can we just...
Yeah.
Can we just, as a community, give Shane a round of applause? Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's crazy. Shane himself actually went and beat the game, which I'm a little...
I did. It probably took me close to 40 hours.
I'd buy it, yeah.
And it was hard as hell, but holy shit did I get lucky.
I bet you
There
did.
was 2 times where I was... Well, the one time there was this maze, I was completely stuck. I didn't know, there was no like message on the walls that I found or anything like this. It was a maze. You have 4 options that you can go and you have to guess. So I spent like 6 hours one day trying it. I didn't get it. And then the next day I was going to start like as basic as you get. I'm going to go up 4 times, and then I'm going to go right 4 times, and then down 4 times, and left 4 times, and then up 3 times, and then right 1 time. And I was just going to do it like that. And I frickin' got it. On the first try, it was up 4 times. I couldn't believe it, but it happened.
Easily the most impressive thing about this is Shane beat the game without Googling a single thing.
That is also true.
We Googled nothing. We went totally like 1989 on it. 1999 on it. We didn't use the internet. We didn't look up any cheat. We didn't even use a map.
No, and we talked about this a lot. When you bought the game originally,
Yeah.
it came with a map.
It did.
I was saying we should be allowed to download a map and look at this map.
I disagreed because we didn't have the original map that came with the game. I can see where Shane's point came from, but I think it was pretty worth
I
it.
almost bought a complete in box Zelda just so I could
So
have
you
the
could
damn
get
map.
the map.
I'm not even kidding. I was looking at it, and I wanted to, but I didn't.
Oh, that's funny. I want you to think about it. You beat it without it, and that's like a claim you can make now.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So that's something to be really proud about.
Yeah.
I gave up on, like, I think it was level 6. I haven't totally given up, but, like, I'm stuck. So we've actually both moved on to Zelda 2, which we're currently playing through together. Which, again, is unforgiving as balls.
Yes.
But, yeah, it's a really fun game, and once Shane gets to Ocarina of Time, we'll update you guys on how he feels about that game.
Yeah, I'm nervous about that. I feel like I'm not going to like it.
I think you are. Because if you can take yourself back, like you said you can, to when you were younger...
Yeah, I can.
Because I'm really jealous of you. If I could forget that game and play through it again, I would.
Yeah.
So I really... If you don't like it, you might break my heart a little bit. Like, I might be personally offended.
Could be.
But
Find out.
I think you will enjoy it quite a bit, because it's just one of those pretty much perfect games.
Could be. But Ganon was a bitch to fight.
Yeah.
I probably spent like 4 hours just trying to fight Ganon in that first Zelda.
He's a tough motherfucker.
Because he's invisible. You can't even see him.
I've never actually seen the boss fight. I only know what you've described to me.
Yeah, he's invisible and he's throwing shit at you. And you gotta stab him with your knife, your sword, master sword, whatever the hell you call it.
The master knife?
Like 3 times. Yeah, the master blade.
The master pointy stick.
And then all of a sudden he shows up, and I didn't know what that meant. I thought that was like a weak spot, and you could start hitting him some more. But you have to shoot the special arrow you found in this massive ass dungeon.
Yeah, the master arrow.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
It's a massive freaking dungeon, that last one. But I played through it. I really enjoyed it. It could have used a couple more songs.
Well, yeah, like the 2 that are in the game. Actually, it's
3.
3 if you include the last dungeon.
Yeah, I could have used a little bit more, but I still enjoyed it overall. And
I think the chat can agree with me. You will find out that Zelda has the best soundtrack ever.
yeah,
You'll find that out when you hit about Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past era.
yeah, we'll see.
I think you're gonna really enjoy those games.
Remember that one part where I found out that you could burn bushes with this candle?
Yeah.
And I was saying, like, I know where this spot is, and I swear it's a dungeon,
Yeah.
but it's not a dungeon. Because I had been on the right side of this grass bush thing that is just there, that looks weird.
It's out of place, and it looks like you should be able to
So
burn it.
I shot it with my fire on the one side, it did nothing, and then I was telling Brandon, and somebody else was there too, I think it was my brother,
Yeah.
and I was saying, like, it looks like you can burn this thing, but it doesn't burn. And then I sent my candle thing at it, it burned, and then there was the dungeon.
Boom.
Made it. Just
Right
like
there.
that. It was freaking hilarious.
It was unbelievable. I think I had to be there. I think that was the problem. It would only burn if you have a kid named Brandon in the room.
Maybe.
Yeah. Nintendo was a jerk about that. You needed a friend named Brandon
Yeah.
to proceed in the game.
But overall, it was a great game. Very good experience. I definitely enjoyed it. And yeah, on to Zelda 2.
Yeah, if you guys haven't played Zelda 1, I would recommend it. I never thought I would play it, but Shane playing through it made me want to do it. So, and I really enjoyed it too. I still haven't beat it, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I'm enjoying Zelda 2 as well. So I think I just might go through and play all of them at some point. It's kind of what Shane's doing.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the consoles for now. The next one I play will be A Link to the Past. And then Ocarina of Time, and then whatever, the rest of the shit after. But I'm not going to do the Game Boy ones for now. We'll see if I like it enough. I might play them, maybe.
I really want to try Oracle of Ages and Seasons, because I know practically nothing about those two.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, maybe they're really good, but a lot of people don't talk about them enough, so.
Yeah, I really don't want to play the Capcom ones, because that just sounds stupid.
Spirit Tracks, that doesn't interest you at all?
No.
You sure?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
I've heard they're good. I at least gotta give them a shot. Because I'm too much of a Zelda nerd not to. Anyway, I think I'll do it for Zelda.
Yeah. Topic 2, our audio listeners are going to hate, but our video listeners are probably going to like.
Yeah, boy!
I'm going to take this knife,
And live on stream,
I'm going to cut myself 29 times because Zelda's been out for 29 years now.
yeah!
And Ganondorf should appear.
In celebration, afterwards, I'm gonna cut a pentagram into my forehead.
There you go. But we got an arcade block. I don't know how that's going to show up.
Really bad and really choppy.
Like that.
Yeah,
So we're going to open it and see what's in here. I've had it all day. I've really wanted to open it all day long. So let's do it.
We'll give you guys as best of a visual as we can. But again, we don't have the greatest equipment at the moment. So
I thought you said we bought the best equipment.
we bought the best microphone.
Oh, that's all we need.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody stop watching it, just download the audio part.
There you go.
But here we go. We're going to go t-shirt first.
We're gonna go with the t-shirt.
All these boxes have a t-shirt and a bunch of other cool stuff. Basically what it is it's a subscription box, only video game related stuff. I think it's really awesome. If you subscribe, make sure you do coupon code First Strike
At checkout for 10% off of your,
We made it, guys.
your
We made
arcade
it.
blog purchase. If we emailed them, we could get a code. I guarantee it. Every YouTuber has one.
So this is the shirt.
Another blue one.
I don't really know what that is. Is that Majora's Mask?
No, that looks Egyptian. Is that?
Well, maybe somebody else knows what
That
that
kind
is.
of looks like Yu-Gi-Oh.
I have no idea.
That looks like you. We don't know what the theme of this box is. If there even is a theme, I'm not
Yeah,
sure
I
how.
don't know. Somebody's gonna know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
You can shout it out in the.
So there's that. Next, we're gonna grab this guy. Oh, it's a USB Super Nintendo controller.
Oh shit!
That's kind of cool.
That came in the box
That came here.
with. Holy crap!
I'm excited for that. I might swap that out for my PS4 controller that I've been playing Zelda for.
I don't think
So-
I've ever seen something that cool in a subscription box.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
I'm very curious on the quality.
Did they send
Of
two?
that?
Two again this month?
No, they haven't. So that's kind of neat. I'm down with
That's-
that.
No, I'm actually kind of blown away by that.
This feels like a pop figure, and I hate pop figures.
Oh, I'll have it.
So I hope it's not a
I
pop figure.
love pop figures. As unbelievably expensive as they
Oh
are.
shit! I've almost bought this so many times. It's a Tetris heat-changing mug.
Heat
that-
changing?
Yeah, when you put your coffee in there, the Tetris shapes appear.
Oh, like the Mario mug you have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sonic, you mean?
Oh, is
So I am pumped as all hell because I love my coffee,
this- and I love my Tetris.
and that is super cool. I'm stoked on that. I was gonna say all this stuff would be available to purchase at the shop, but so far it's just the T-shirt that we don't know what it is. So yeah, next we got a Five Nights at Freddy's vinyl figure.
Is that a pop figure? Or is it just a
No,
vinyl?
it's just a vinyl figure.
I have to say, I'm actually pretty impressed with this.
Yeah, I don't care for this thing at all. I'm not a big Five Nights at Freddy's
I'm
guy.
not big on the Five Nights.
I'm not a big of the Five Nights. Why can't we just do 3?
Yeah, not big on the Freddy.
I don't like staying 5 times.
Yeah.
I think we got one more item in here. Super Mario Connects.
Connects? Oh,
That is too much like arts and crafts.
available in the store.
See you later.
Knowing Shane for probably $20.
That's all I got. Yeah, it'll be like $500
in the store.
I really don't care for that crap.
Use coupon code First Strike at checkout.
Coupon code Shane Hates Arts and Crafts to get whatever.
So that's pretty cool. I actually have to say, other than a couple of these things, that's a really cool box.
Oh, I was right. That's the Eye of Truth, the Legend of Zelda thing.
Oh, the Lens of Truth?
The Eye of Truth, they called it.
It's the Lens of Truth.
Now you can conquer any dungeons and fight any boss Ganon will throw your way.
It looks a little weird here. That's why I didn't recognize it. It's supposed to be a little more round.
See, I thought it was Zelda, so I win. I'm a big Zelda fan.
Yeah,
so I knew right away.
He's really big into the merch. Into the Zelda merch.
Alright, so that was Arcade Block. And it's awesome. I'm very impressed with that one.
That's actually, like, I've sort of other loot crates, one-up boxes and things. That's actually probably the favorite one. My favorite one I've ever seen.
I love that mug, and that USB controller is super awesome.
Almost purely for this, because you never get something this cool in a subscription box.
Yeah, I really like that thing a lot.
I can't wait to try that out.
I'm actually going to open it right now.
Live?
Because I'm very curious on the quality of the buttons.
I mean, I imagine it's not going to be like the original. It'll be a little more plastic.
But maybe it will be.
I think it'll be a little more plastic. Like like cheap plastic.
Did the Super Nintendo have any USB ports?
No, but it had HDMI.
So I can't play this on my Super Nintendo, is what you're trying to say?
No, but you can if you get a USB to VGA, VGA to HDMI, and HDMI to SNES in.
These buttons feel really good.
Yeah?
This D-pad does not feel really good.
But the buttons do?
I'm very impressed with the buttons. See what you think about that.
For those of you just listening and not seeing anything, I hope you're enjoying tonight's episode. I don't mind the D-pad. I really like the buttons. They're round. I say round, they're flat and they're nice.
Well, that's how... Yeah.
Oh, it has an X and a Y on it?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I thought it only had 3 buttons.
Shows what you know. That's Sega Genesis.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of Genesis, my mistake.
The better 16-bit console.
Oh, that's a hefty statement to make. I don't mind the D-pad. I think it could be a little better, but I like it. That's really cool. For those of you who have an Arcade Block subscription, good on you.
Yeah, it's well worth it. They're Canadian-based as well. But they still charge U.S. prices. But I think it's worth it. It's super cool. I've been mostly impressed with every box so far, so I would keep going.
Yeah, we're thinking of... I say we're thinking, like I've mentioned this to you before, a monthly unboxing video for the channel. For the one-up boxes and Loot Crate and whatever we have coming in. I don't know. I think that'd be something fun for the channel. But yeah, we'll keep you posted on that.
Yeah, I've ordered the Arcade Block and the one-up box. I've never had the one-up box before. Hopefully get that by next Tuesday for the podcast.
I think it has the second nicest box, I guess. I actually really like the Arcade Block. So anyway, that's going to do it for the Arcade Block segment. We're going to move on to our third and final discussion here, which is going to be if we could play one console for the rest of our lives, what would it be? And there's a couple rules to this. You can't rely on Virtual Console or ports of games for that console. For example, if you pick the Wii, you can't play GameCube titles. You have to play Wii titles only. And you can't use anything on the Virtual Console to, it's
But
first.
can we use Virtual Console?
No. No, you cannot use the Virtual Console. Also,
sorry,
no
I'm
ports.
just way too excited about this Tetris mug. I have to open it. Like, look at that.
Do you have any hot water on you?
Who doesn't want that? I don't.
How... Does it light up different every time?
No, it's going to light up...
Oh, like that.
Like that.
That's pretty damn cool, though.
I am freaking stoked on this thing.
I wish they could make them fall. I know it's, unrealistic, but, they would actually fall.
Sorry, I'm too excited about it. We'll get back to this.
No, I think it's cool. Anyway, like I was saying, one console that we have to play. Shane?
Why do I have to go first?
Because I like making you go first.
No, you're going first.
I'm going first?
You're going first.
Okay. Well, Shane is almost confident he knows what I'm going to say here.
Can I guess before you say?
Sure.
You're going to think I'm going to say GameCube?
Oh.
But I'm going to go 64.
Is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing.
Well. The answer would be the GameCube.
Yeah, you went with GameCube?
Yeah, I went with GameCube.
Okay.
I actually was originally going to pick N64, so I will give you the victory.
Oh, interesting.
I was going to give you the victory on that, but I did change to GameCube like halfway through this episode. Why? I was going to pick the GameCube originally just because of the nostalgia factor, but eventually I'd run out of the good games on the N64, because there's not too many. Like, there's a good handful of them, but like you can only play through them so many times before you get bored of them.
Yeah.
On the GameCube, I feel like there's just a lot more titles, a lot more variety in games because, the hardware that was available of what the GameCube could accomplish. The most powerful console of its generation.
But not.
But the
You know
most
what?
powerful.
I have to make a phone call. I feel really bad, but I actually have to. So
Shane.
What you can do now
Shane.
is
Shane.
you can.
I don't know if you know this, but we're in the middle of a podcast.
No, we're not doing it.
Oh, are we done?
No, we're gonna keep going. Talk about comments. We're gonna do customer questions.
Okay.
Have fun.
Bye, Shane. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Shane has left me unexpectedly. This was not. I don't know where he's going. I imagine he's calling his wife about something. So yeah. What I will bring up, Shane. Whatever. Yeah. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them now, and I myself will answer them to the best of my abilities. Because Shane abandoned me, like my father did when I was born. So yeah, if you guys have anything you want to say, I will absolutely take the time to read it out now. Starting with Caden saying, Brandon can't tell between Mario and Sonic, so I'm not surprised he can't remember the controllers properly. I'll have you know that I know exactly who the Sonic brothers are and Mario the Hedgehog. I know exactly who they are. I'm really big into the Mario Mon. It's one of my favorite series, I'll have you know. And yeah, a lot of people in the chat right now are pretty stoked about the arcade block, as well as I am, which is pretty cool. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. I don't know, other than that, I will let you guys know what the next segment is going to be after this. It's going to be a video game fights segment, where me and Shane are going to pit characters against each other. We each picked a low and a high tier character before this. My low tier is going to be, if I can remember, a Duck Hunt Duck. And my high tier is going to be Jack of Blades from Fable. So you guys got a sneak peek to what I'm picking, and we'll see what Shane picks later, which is really cool. And Caden is cringing hard, so thank you, sir. No, not Caden, Kai is cringing hard. But you don't need to cringe, it's fine. It's only awkward if you make it awkward. So yeah. Lots of fun. We will be back after this commercial break. Actually, no, we won't. Oh, look who came back! Shane,
What are you doing here?
who made a phone call in the middle of the podcast.
I had to. I forgot.
Did you really have to?
I had to make a phone call.
Absolutely
quickly.
not. Like life or death situation.
It had to happen. I totally forgot about something. We're all good.
Man, I'm gonna beat your ass
Boom.
after this.
Painful explanation. Brandon, you suck. Brandon, you're useless. Cringing hard. Damn. Good job, buddy.
I didn't do anything. And that was the
Now
problem.
we know who's carrying this podcast.
Oh, fine. I'll leave. Whatever. See what you like.
You gotta make a phone call?
See what you gotta go make a phone call.
Alright, so we're going to talk about the best console for myself if I'm on a desert island. Okay, go ahead. You didn't finish, did you?
Yeah, no, I was just saying the GameCube because, yeah, and I think it has a good selection of games that I have played and haven't played. Yeah, it has more variety than N64 because of what it was capable of doing. And it just is my favorite console. Like, I'm biased to it because it's my favorite, so that is what I would pick.
So are you saying that because you can have the Game Boy player to play the Game Boy games?
I can't do that.
You're not doing that?
I can't do that.
Okay.
Remember? That's like that's a cheaty thing.
Okay.
So what would you go with?
I'm kind of disappointed you went with GameCube.
That was going to 64?
No, but there's like 12 games on GameCube worth playing.
12. Alright, here we go, right now. Metroid Prime. Smash Bros. Melee. Mario Sunshine. Wind Waker. Twilight Princess.
I don't know about that Zelda stuff.
What do you mean that's... Oh. I thought you were really big into the Zelda
Yeah, I'm
franchise.
a big Zelda guy.
Big Zelda? You're big on the Zelda?
I'm big on the Zelda.
Yeah, I bet you are. Anyway, what would you pick?
I would pick... Oh, I might change it last minute.
Oh. Will you? First you answer a phone call, now you're unprepared.
Honorable mention to PS1, but we're going to go Super Nintendo.
The Super Nintendo!
There are so many long-ass RPGs on that system that I haven't played, that's what I would pick. Plus you have Super Mario World, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Super Mario RPG, you got Chrono Trigger, you got NBA Jam. What's up?
Not NBA Jam. That's not up.
You got NHL 94.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
All the gems.
Oh,
all
man,
the gems.
the classics. We're talking classics.
The big ones.
The big titles. I mean, there's just so many RPGs on that system that you could play for a long-ass time that's what I go with.
Yeah.
And you have the Super Scope. So...
I'm a little surprised.
Did the GameCube have a light gun? I don't think so.
No, but it had Pokemon Channel. The best game on the platform?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I'm pretty sure it was.
No.
Pretty sure that was the biggest RPG game of the century.
No. It wasn't.
Can we go back and say I'm surprised you were going to say PS1 originally.
For similar reasons, there's a ton of RPGs on that system.
I am down with the RPGs. I do like RPGs. I didn't know there were that many on the SNES though.
There's a lot.
So I should probably look into that as well.
Yeah, there's a lot. You got Contra 3. You've got what's the other one I was just thinking of?
Was there a Final Fantasy on the SNES?
Yeah, 2 and 3.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Or 5 and 6, whatever you want to call them. Super Metroid, another big one.
Super Metroid.
That Zelda Pink to the Last, or
yeah, the you're a pink to the last.
The pink lasting Zelda.
The blue to the front to the first. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Yep, that one. And we also have Dennis the Menace on Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, that really good. Yeah, okay.
So that's my vote.
That's interesting. I didn't expect that. I was thinking you were going to go with something newer, actually. I didn't think
Really?
I didn't think you'd pick a retro console. I thought you might go with PS3.
Hell no.
PS4, maybe. Not PS4.
Hell no. I mean, Rocket League.
Yeah,
Do I have internet?
Yeah, you do have internet.
Oh, shit.
You have internet, but you can't stream anything that's, like, not for the console. Would you pick the PS4 for just Rocket League? Like,
no.
if you had to play a game, just one game for the rest of your life, is that what you would pick?
No.
No.
That's another tough one.
Yeah, that would be a tough question. But either way, those are our answers. If you guys have any consoles you play for the rest of your life, only one. Yeah, feel free to just talk amongst yourselves in the chat. While you do that, we will move on to the next segment, which we have. It's called Video Game Fights. I explained this while Shane was gone, but how this is going to work is I'm going to pick a low-tier character, and Shane's going to pick a low-tier character, and we're going to pit them against each other and discuss why one of them would win in a fight. And then we'll do the same gimmick with a high-tier character.
So I'm 0-2 this year.
Yeah, this season.
Which sucks, because I hate losing.
Yeah, he's not big. He's not big on the losing.
I'm not a big fan of the losing stuff.
No, he's not a big fan of the losing. But I'll open it up, and I'll say my low-tier character, which is going to be the one of the ducks from Duck Hunt.
That's exactly what I picked.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I picked Cooper from Paper Mario.
You know, I was thinking of picking Perry. I almost did.
But I figured that was more than just a low tier. Son of a bitch, you're gonna win again because Cooper has no aerial attacks.
He has a fire shell. Dizzy spin if I come near the ground. So, but what can the duck do? I'm thinking about it. If I dive bomb you, or is like my pixelated...
I have a shell.
My pixelated arm gonna hurt? Can I knock you onto your back? Because then you're kind of fucked.
I don't know if you can.
I'm trying to think about it.
I view these ducks as great evasive characters, but not so much on attacking.
Then explain to me how Cooper's gonna hit me.
Eventually you're gonna come in and try to win. You can fly around forever.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get tired. You're gonna come down, and I'm gonna smack you with that fire shell so damn hard. You, your brother, your son, everybody dead. I win.
My brother and my son?
I have my first victory.
What if I just never come down?
You will eventually.
Will I?
Yeah, Cooper can just sit there in his shell and sleep all day.
And hang out?
He don't care.
I mean, alright. I guess I'll give it to you.
I think you got nothing.
I don't really know what I could do. I could come down and knock you on your back. But, like...
And then what?
And then you're on your back.
I'll hide in the shell.
What I'm hearing is you're gonna cower, or I'm gonna just not
I
come
think
down.
you got nothing.
Alright, I'll give it to Cooper. Mostly because you're kind of suckering me in with Paper Mario, and I'm a sucker for Paper Mario. So I kind of have to let Cooper win. I'll sacrifice my duck. It's fine.
There you go.
Alright, so that's the low tier character. If you guys disagree with what just happened there, let us know. Shane, you want to open up with your high tier?
My high tier character is the Big Daddy from BioShock.
The Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Want to describe who that is?
Basically, he's protecting these tiny little girls. And he's this massive dude with this big drill as an arm.
Oh.
And he's super fast, and he hits hard, and yeah, he's a big deal.
I want you to just take that entire quote. That's how I would describe my penis.
You call it Big Daddy?
I call it Big Daddy. It's got a drill for an arm.
So we all know what's going on then.
Yeah, it's called Big Daddy. Yeah, my high tier, I went with Jack of Blades from Fable: The Lost Chapters.
I don't remember that guy.
He's the final boss.
I'm the final boss.
You're like... I like how many times I told you not to do that, and I just did. Anyway. Yeah, he's the dude, he's got like a hockey mask, and he wears the red robe.
Okay, what kind of attacks does he have?
Well, he has the Sword of Aeons, which is the most, like, godly sword in the game.
Enough of your magical bullshit.
What? It's just a sword. It's just a sword.
Okay.
It doesn't shoot beams or anything. It's just a sword.
Good.
But he can fly. Well, he can hover. Like...
So you're just picking Ganondorf clones.
He's a little bit like
time.
Yeah, he's a little like Ganondorf, I guess. He's similar in a way. I don't know enough about Big Daddy.
I don't know enough about this guy, but he sounds like Ganondorf.
You played through Fable. You schmuck. Protect.
I don't even know what to say. That is awesome.
Just a quote from Quasi Dog. Protecting the little girls with your penis, Brandon. I have no comment on that, other than yes.
This is tough. This is up to the chat. I don't know his character. He doesn't know mine.
Which surprises me because you played it.
I have, but that was probably 9 years ago.
Do we want to do a last minute switch?
No.
Do we not?
No.
Okay. Well, then Jack of Blades wins.
No.
Yeah.
Hell no. It's up to the chat guys.
He's the Jack of Blades. It's in the name. He would just win.
No, I don't like it.
I'm not gonna go against a guy named Big Daddy. And
this is up to the chat. They choose who wins.
I'm afraid they don't know who these characters are either.
It could be. And if they don't, then it's a draw.
It's a draw. All right, we'll go with it. So if you guys want to leave who you think would win in this fight, leave us your scenario, and we'll just move on for now, and then we'll come back to it if you leave anything. So I guess our next segment is going to be the Hall of Shame, which is in the title. We each have a game that we expected to play and enjoy, but ended up not being impressed with. My choice for this week was Super Mario Bros. 2. I did not like it. I still don't like it. Maybe I haven't given it enough of a chance, but the fact that it's just not a traditional Mario Bros. Game really gets to me. I don't like the mechanics of it. I feel like Mario has to be well, at least Mario on those consoles anyway, had to be just a jumping base platformer. And that's what I'd want. Mario Bros. 2 was a little bit weird. And thank you, Shane, who's not taking anything seriously today. Also, he can't spell.
I fixed it.
I don't know. What would you pick?
You kind of changed this up on me. It's like you said it as a game we thought was going to be good.
Oh.
And then played. I thought this was just bad games.
Okay. No, that's fine. You can pick a bad game.
There's this game called Action 52, which I have owned.
We're gonna rock down to Action 52.
Not bad. Basically, this game, which is an NES cartridge, has 52 games on there. So they were marketing this as a $200 cart because it has 52 games on there. It's $4 a game, right?
Yeah.
All these games are so broken and so shitty that it did not sell well, and today it's worth about $300-400.
Really?
Because it did not sell well, and it's just complete trash.
Who's paying $300-400 for complete trash?
People.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
And you've played this firsthand.
I have, yeah. I bought it, whatever, from the guy. He had it for like $20 or something. So I bought it, and I didn't play all 52 games, but I played some of them, and they are so broken. Like, you'll be running, and you'll just fall through the world.
Oh.
Done. Game over. That's it.
That's
You'll try it again, you'll keep on going, screen will go black. And then you're dead. It's not like it freezes, it's just, you're dead. Done.
How'd that get past beta testing?
Oh, they didn't beta test it.
They didn't alpha test.
There's no way they beta tested this game.
They made it with a game maker for about 20 minutes and threw it
Basically.
up on a cart.
And shockingly, they made a sequel to one of the games on the 52 cartridge called Cheetah Men 2, which is worth like, I don't know, $1,000 or $1,500 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, that's worth a lot.
Holy. Is that at least a good game, or is that just as...
No, it's just as bad.
Just as
Probably
bad as
worse. Terrible games.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I've never even heard of this, to be quite honest with you. I'm a little surprised by the price.
It's called Action 52, and the reason it didn't sell well is because it was a $200 cartridge.
Oh, like just
at the time.
At release it was?
Yeah, at release.
Oh. Actually,
So, I mean, basically, how they would sell it to your parents, because you're smart enough that you're not going to buy this shit, they would sell it to your parents being like, why pay $80 on one game when you can pay $200 on 52 games?
Yeah, I guess so.
Right?
If any of them were good, though, that'd be nice.
Basically, your mom and dad went to Radio Shack, and you're like, hey, let's get some NES games. And they're like, hey, we got this one.
This one for $200 on it. So there you go.
It's 52 games. It's $4 a game. $4 or $80.
I do have to clarify, I don't think Mario Bros. 2 is a bad game. Me and Shane had a bit of a misconstrued thing here. Shane is stating that this is just a bad game in general.
Well, it's the Hall of Shame. I would not put Mario 2.
I know, I had a I guess I screwed up here.
You called it the Hall of Shame.
You called it the Hall. I call it the Hall of Shane.
You didn't even say Shane this time. You said Shame.
It's because I made that joke once. It's only funny never.
Yeah, it's probably the first time I've ever heard of that.
Yeah, no, it's real original. It's real original. Either way, I was a little disappointed with the game, but yeah, I wouldn't put it in like worst games of history kind of museum.
Yep, Action 52 is there, guaranteed.
I feel like I actually have maybe briefly heard of it. I watch a lot of videos on this kind of thing, so
yeah, maybe.
Actually, it sounds familiar, but like how you describe it doesn't sound familiar at all.
The funny thing about it is, the first time I heard about it, I just heard about it. Some guy had it. It was really rare and expensive, and then like a week later, I found it on Kijiji. So had I not had this conversation with this guy, I would have never bought it.
Yeah.
So
unbelievable.
Yeah, it was weird. Weird timing.
I like how you got a copy of it, though, at one point in your life. I think that's kind of cool. That's a feat you can say. Just like how you beat Zelda without a damn map.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty impressive.
No frickin' map.
Like, if you were in an RPG game, or like an MMO, and you could have like a title below your name above your head, beat The Legend of Zelda without a map would be your title.
With no map.
Yeah. Mine would be Big Douchebag, but whatever.
Big Daddy.
Would be Big Daddy. There you go. Anyway, I guess that's gonna do it. I did ask anybody if they had any comments, and they all just made fun of me, so now they don't get to have comments. I don't think anybody left an argument for the Jack of Blades versus my penis argument.
Jack of Blades, Ace of None. That's not bad.
Ace of None.
Without the introduction of a third character, Brandon wins.
Was there no argument for that, or was that just a statement? Well, Quasi made a funny comment earlier, so I think his comment overrides the fight, and I win.
I don't think so.
I think I win. I don't think
enough with your magical stuff,
don't
man.
think Big
I'm
Daddy
so done with that.
It's not even magical. He can just fly a little bit.
Well, if that's all he can do, then we're good.
He's got a cool sword. And
what's he gonna do with a sword?
And he can spawn minions. He can do that. He can like make these dudes who are also magical shoot stuff at you.
Of course.
You played this game. That's why I was like so sure this was going to be a fun one.
9 years ago.
Well, play it again. It's a gem. You're a gem.
Peter Molyneux's a dick. I don't really want to play his games anymore.
Well, who cares? His game,
I do.
It was a good game.
Eh.
Whatever. Either way, that's going to do it for this week. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to First Strike. If you want to leave a like on the stream, you can download this on SoundCloud after we're done here, and then you can listen to it on the go if you want. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We got more stuff like this coming.
Yep.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Videos at some point in the future. For now, we're sticking with the podcast, and then we'll let you guys know as we progress on with what's going to be happening on the channel. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. We hope you enjoyed.
Buy some shirts. We'll ship them to you.
Absolutely. Just contact us over the Facebook page, I suppose. Maybe Twitter.
No, just show up at my house.
It'll show up at
sometime.
Shane's house. 1 a.m., preferably.
Yeah.
He'll be buying GameCube games for me at the time. So.
Oh, I win the Big Daddy thing.
Do you?
Yep.
According to who?
Mason.
Big Daddy always wins. Oh, hey! Mason's here. That's cool.
I win.
It's a different Mason.
I don't care. I win.
No, I like Quasi. I think he has the overruling opinion here.
Quasi cupcakes.
Quasi. You have a Quasi cupcake. Whatever. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. And have a great night. And we'll catch you guys next week, 9:30, Tuesday. Be there or be lame, like Shane's hat.
Canucks for life, babe.